So, as all of you surely know, if you're a Warframe fan, recently there was the Abyss of Dagath dev stream. Now, I know there's a bunch of other stuff, which I'm very well aware of, but for today we're just going to be going over Dagath, and I also have 2 pages worth of a script. The first page is about Dagath, the second is about the Hydroid rework, and then finally was the last little bit of mostly just quality of life stuff. But today we're going to be focusing entirely on Dagath. So to start off, the update will be released this October, like they said, October 18th. So mark your calendars or, whatever. So let's start off with her passive. Her passive is called Abundant Abyss, which is pretty interesting. For most passives, you can tell what kind of Warframe they're supposed to be. Like Kalervo, he has faster heavy attack windup speed. He has more heavy attack efficiency by default. But with Dagath, you can't really tell what kind of frame she's meant to be. So, But yeah, anyways, her passive is every health and energy pickup has a chance to be 200% more effective. Now, they didn't give an exact number of percentage, but I figure they're just going to, when she comes out, there'll be, an official percentage number. So I assume it'll be around 25, maybe 50%, so it's not, too overpowered. The first is word scythes. Scythes. Yeah, word scythes. So, here's how it's spelled, because the spelling confused me. So yeah, just for anyone looking for reference how it's spelled. Basically what happens is Dagath summons these little scythes around her, and after a little bit, they go out and hit enemies. Now I'm not sure if it's like Kalervo's daggers with recompense, if they lock onto a target and just like that, or if they just spread out and, hope to hit any target. Also, interesting to note, they deal viral damage, which I'm a big fan of viral, so that's great. Okay, so this one's a little more complex. This is Doom. Okay, Doom it has synergy with all of her kit. So, every ability works good, but it works better with Doom. So what happens is Dagath, it's somewhat of a charge at first with the animation. She kind of just goes up and screams at the enemy, which spreads something called Phantom Wrath Curse. Now, as far as I'm aware, it just helps deal more damage. As far as I've been able to figure out, it just deals more damage. That's it. But here's the thing. Now, I've heard conflicting information about this, but I'm just going to pick a path and go down it. Every enemy that's damaged while under the effect of Phantom Wrath will spread to other enemies. So it's odd, and it could be that every enemy you kill that's under the effect does it, or if it does bonus damage. I'm not really sure. It wasn't explained that well to me. That or I was just not paying attention, even though I watched the section about Dagath 2 or 3 times back. That or I'm just dumb. That's more likely. Okay, this one's actually pretty cool. This is a third ability called Grave Spirit. While this ability is active, now I'm not sure if it's a ability as in during the duration of the ability if you die, or if you die and it just stays active until you die. Not sure. But if you die while the ability is active, you enter a spectral state. Now, all they mentioned about it was you just become a spectral state and you avoid death. Now, I'm not sure if there's any bonuses for this other than they mentioned. Here's an example of that synergy. When using your 2, Doom, while it's active, gives you a crit damage buff with whatever you're using. So I'm not sure if there's anything else. Oh, real quick, I forgot to mention this. After the spectral spirit, after you become a spectral spirit and that ends, the duration of it ends, you have to wait for a cooldown, which, okay, understandable. Rakali's Cavalry. Spelling here again. So this one's actually pretty cool because it's named after Dagath's companion, her Kaith, which there was going to be a skin for. Don't really care about that. But this is an interesting ability. Basically, Dagath just summons forth a bunch of spirit Kaiths, and they just go, like about 5 of them. Now, they also explained that it's a defense stripper, which I assume, which automatically in my head it goes, oh, it strips armor. But also does it strip shield, because they said defense stripper. Now, of course, this has synergy with Doom, because, you know, it spreads throughout every hit. So, yeah. Okay, so all syndicate vendors, no matter what syndicate you're a part of, they will sell you an abyssal beacon. That will unlock a exterminate style mission with a twist. They mentioned it's like exterminate with a twist, and you have to go do it aboard a ghost ship. So after you do this, you'll get a resource called Vein Thorns. Now, they mentioned that you need to have the dojo room, Dagath's dojo room. So you have to join a clan and have Dagath's dojo room, because in her crypt dojo room thing, you interact with Dagath's body laying there to copy the blueprints for her main blueprint, the Neuroptics chassis system, and her blade whip that's called the Doorclave, also spelled weirdly. But it was mentioned that you needed it to get the parts. Now, I'm not sure. It says they mentioned that they're required. I'm not sure if that means you need them to buy the parts, like buy the blueprints, and then you need them again to craft the parts. I'm not sure. But either way, it's a little different than what usually happens, and so I'm looking forward to that. And the final bit of information we have about Dagath is she has a darker story. Yeah, that's it. She has a quote-unquote darker story. A darker story. So I guess it's going to be darker than most Warframe stories, which I don't know how they're going to top Umbra or Kalerva or Sevagoth, but hey, I guess we'll see. So yeah, this has just been me catching up anyone who didn't know about that Dagath's abilities and everything were revealed. Once again, updates being released is coming out October 18th. Mark that on your calendars, like I said, and come back next week next time, whenever that is, when I talk about the Hydroid rework. And boy, did they do great with a Hydroid rework. This is Carson 97 Productions. See you guys next time. Bye.